Implementing it's not as simple as just flipping a switch. There's work that has to be done, and so it is a matter of getting legislators and people involved in this.
Bus rapid transit, light rail, service partnerships, creation of a frequent transit network.
I'm particularly excited about this plan. I think others should also be excited because of what it offers in terms of resolving bicycling gaps.
It connects people in their communities to other communities, and it connects the existing segments that we have of bike path throughout the state.
So in the state of Rhode Island and in every metro area around the country, there is a long-range transportation plan. It's a federal requirement. If you're going to get federal funding for transportation, you have to have a long-range transportation plan.
But we went above and beyond this time, and we have different components to our long-range transportation plan.
There wasn't a strong vision for how to make transit better. Ripped it together with the Division of Statewide Planning and RIDOT, the Department of Transportation, put together a team with fantastic consultant support to create that vision and that roadmap.
Another is the bike and pedestrian mobility plan.
People have been asking for the plan for a long time. In particular, bicycle enthusiasts were probably the most vocal.
The plan is really all for the people. If it's not for them, who's it for?
One thing we have to be cognizant of is not everyone can afford a car. We hope that the bicycle infrastructure that we need to develop in the state will provide that last mile. We'll close the gap between where transit is available.
It was critically important that we understand our ridership, understand the state, understand people who aren't using our system that might be.
Stakeholder interviews, going around the state, talking to key business leaders and other thought leaders.
We're working with the Rhode Island Department of Transportation to collect safety data.
A plan without data is a guess.
Lots of different types of strategies.
Making investments to make it easier to pay your fare. It's making bus stops more visible and friendly to use. It's making service frequent enough that you don't need to rely on a schedule to understand when your bus is coming.
Then bringing them to Rhode Islanders through a vetting process to determine which ones they got the most excited about and where they might best be employed in the state geographically.
You should read through the full bike mobility plan. It gives a lot of options for the community, so it doesn't dictate exactly which segments have to look exactly which way.
It does provide a roadmap for the state to look at improving its bicycle infrastructure, outlines a conceptual statewide greenway network that offers possibilities in economic development, enhancement of our existing towns and village centers.
And it gives some options for the best practices that we can take and engage in to develop these bike paths and biking routes.
It certainly is our hope and our recommendation that any community can at any time take a look at this plan and see a project and they can advocate for it to happen.
If you bring these projects to the point where they can be presented as part of grant applications, if you advocate for these projects, they will be likely to be more realistic projects and projects that communities can really get behind.
At the end of the day, if this is going to be successful, it's because it was a group effort and we all came together to figure this out.